Hey guys, calling back again with another video, and just to let you know ahead of time, I am trying out a new gadget, and that is this Pro Logitech webcam. I believe it's a 920. Um, I wasn't quite satisfied with my the sound quality from just the um, sound from my built-in PC microphone and camera. So I picked this up. It's a we'll see how it works. I haven't even tested it. This is the test. Actually, it has dual microphones on each side, and it's supposed to have some pretty good video quality. You can probably see all my blemishes and everything because I can already see them myself. I still get pimples at my age. Anyways, that's that, and we're trying this new camera out. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it works with my video editor and everything. I know I haven't quite got the hang of editing yet after all this time because when I load this into my editor, it comes out real small from the quality from the laptop camera. So this is going to be even weirder to mess with. Anyway, I got some cassette tapes here. I'm not sure if I ever showed this before, but I'm just using this as an example because I'm testing this camera. It's a Bob Dylan bootleg, rare and unreleased set of, it looks like CDs, right? But it's not. It is cassette tapes. You can see that pretty good. It's a 3 cassette tapes, and it does have a cool booklet with it with some nice pictures and a little history of Bob Dylan and things like that. And it's falling apart on me. There you go. The booklet that came with the cassettes. And already we can hear Morty's wreaking havoc once again in the apartment while I am filming. That's what he likes to do. We have some albums here. I still have the price on this one. You can see I picked it up for $5. See, I got used to the orientation on this. Red bone. Got some sleeve wear, things like that. But otherwise, it plays really good album. It plays pretty good. Red bone. What can I say about these guys? I think I probably mentioned it before. I went and seen them way back in the 70s with my mom. I was in grade school, and she was going to Haskell Institute, it was called at the time. It was a 2-year college. Now it is Haskell Indian Nations University and is a 4-year school. But back then, it was around 76, 77, somewhere in there. She took me to with her and her friend at the time, and we went to see Redbone. Yeah, I didn't know who they were. I wasn't actually interested in the concert at the time. I was just running around playing with the other kids while they were watching Redbone. But that's that's how I remember it. They played right by the gazebo, I think, if I recall right. Anyways, and then we're on a Redbone extravaganza. Remember that show with Tony Danza? I used to kind of like that show, and then they took it off. I liked it when they have the extravaganza on the Tony Danza show. And here's another Redbone, The Witch Queen of New Orleans. And this is also a very good record. You can see on this camera it adjusts itself as to what it sees. And this is white, so it's probably throwing it off. And it's very clear though on my end. But that's the only thing I don't like is the focusing part of it. You can see it focus in your film or whatever. And message from a drum, Witch Queen of New Orleans. But if you guys don't have any Redbone, you can probably pick a CD up. I don't always see the records, but I came across a couple of the vinyls recently again. And here we have a different type of Redbone. I can't actually remember if I showed this in a video two back. My mind's going. Leon Redbone, Long Way From Home. And I could actually read that. Early recordings. My other, just going with the PC camera, I couldn't see it. And I would go the digital camera way with the tripod, but I actually like watching. To me, I can better orient myself in the video and the camera if I can see myself talking on the computer screen. And that's why I don't really like using the digital cameras. And I have not adjusted this or anything. I don't know how the sound quality is going to come out or anything. Leon Redbone, he's one of my favorites. And next we're going to move on to some books. I got this 5-volume set of Edgar Allan Poe, and I was really happy to get it because I'm a big Edgar Allan Poe fan, and I like the way they set these up. The Raven edition. The whole set's called the Raven edition. The Raven is until volume 5. But this one has the Pit and the Pendulum in it, and I don't know if you get that. There's a guy, he's about ready to get sliced in half. The thing he's swinging back and forth, and he's laying there like, sort of like that. The 5 volumes. And this one is copyright 1903. Oh, where's the other? Oh, it's on the other side. Yeah, I can't quite get the... Oh, here we go. There we go. And that's a 5-volume set of Edgar Allan Poe. And if I can get this edited right, I have a little snippet of the Black Cat at the end. Some crazy person's reading from a book. Anyway, next I found this cool little joke book from 1958, and it was apparently a part store. There was one in Lawrence and one in Topeka, Kansas, and you can see there's like a pin-up girl on the front, and it was the annual joke book for Parts Pups. And I have a couple of them. We're going to see how these jokes go over. Let's see, which one? Why did I have this one marked? A teacher was surprised upon returning to her class after a brief absence to find all the students perfectly quiet, bewildered at the rare composure she praised the class. A little girl rose and said, "Teacher, you told us once that if you ever left the classroom and came back and found us all sitting still, you would drop dead." Boom, boom. I know it's a cheesy joke. Here's another one. Let's see. Where are we at on this? The three girlfriends met after 10 years and comparing notes. One said that her greatest thrill during those 10 years was the first night of her marriage. The second one claimed that her greatest thrill was her trip on the Queen Mary and a month in Europe. The third one said that her greatest thrill was the night that her cockeyed sister gave her an enema. You know, like oh, and then there's some more pictures of pinup girls and little joke scenes in the corners and things. That just makes me think of my doctor saying, he said, you just turned 50. You know what we're going to have to do? Pinup girl type stuff. And next, we have some magazines, and I want to warn you, this could be sort of some explicit type stuff in nature, and I don't mean to offend anyone. I was just talking about my mom used to take me to the bookstore when I was a kid, to a bookstore in Topeka called the Town Crier, and this is in the 70s again. And she would take me with her, and she would let me buy whatever magazines I want. I couldn't go buy Playboy, but I went straight to Famous Monsters, Cracked Magazine, Mad Magazine, and for some strange reason, I got a kick out of these True Detectives, and that's just one of the memories of my mom. She used to take me with her all the time to the Town Crier bookstore. And these are what I would get. This one's The Son of Sam, The Mistakes That Trapped. And there was, on these covers, there was usually some titillating picture of some female getting accosted or tied up by a man, usually. There's some crazy covers that are on these. There's another one. The blonde was cooked alive in a sauna. Woo! The prostitutes took the rap for murder. The CIA murdered my wife, and I don't know about that photo, but it looks like the policeman's about ready to murder something. There we have the official detective. He thought he got away with murder twice. Tea Garden Motel. Sicko sailor stalked hookers for free sex. Oh. Probably stuff a kid shouldn't be looking at. That's why I'm all messed up today. Now, official detective. Baby-faced angel was a cold-blooded killer. True detective. Murder ended the deaf mute's sex crimes. And there again, the cop's about ready to shoot somebody, and the chick's all scantily clad and whatnot. There we have another one. Strangled sex makes the moment of climax. Oh, that was a murder scene, but she's all laying dead sexy. We have a why 11 red roses for a murdered lover. It makes Charles Manson look like a choir boy. Oh, brother. Oh, gosh. Yep. That kind of stuff I read as a kid. And let's see. Oh, the antiques. Now, I collect a lot of clocks, as you know, old clocks. And here we have an old one. This is a West Clocks. We'll see if you can hear it ticking or not. This one's from 1925. The 70s ones of these are fairly common. You can find these all over the antique malls or flea markets and whatnot. Now this one's from 1925, and these are a little bit harder to come across, especially working. This one does work, keeps time, but the alarm part of it doesn't work, which is a shame. It has a two separate. There's a winding side for the clock and a winding side for the alarm. And the alarm side of this one does not work, but it keeps time and still ticks away 1925 after all these years. And lastly, again with the West clocks, I found this briefcase, a West Clocks briefcase. And I believe it used to be a salesman's sample thingy, because I opened it up. If I get it open. And there's some stuff about West clocks in there from 1967. Now, all these little clocks here are the ones you'll see a lot in the flea markets and things, because these are newer. And I use this. I put some. I actually keep my pocket knife collection in this. I had to take them all out to put them in this. And yes, I do collect pocket knives. And that's it again. I hope y'all enjoyed looking at my stuff again, and we'll see how this video turns out with the new camera. Colin, over and out. Happy Valentine's Day, and weirdos unite.
For most wild, yet most homely narrative which I'm about to pen, I neither expect nor solicit belief. Mad indeed would I be to expect it in a case where my very senses reject their own evidence. Yet mad I am not, and very surely do I not dream. But tomorrow I die, and today I will unburden my soul. My immediate purpose is to place before the world, plainly, succinctly, and without comment, a series of mere household events. In their consequences, these events have terrified, have tortured, have destroyed me, yet I will not attempt to expound them. To me they have presented little but horror. To many they will seem less terrible than baroque. Here, after perhaps some intellect may be found which will reduce my phantasm to the commonplace, some intellect more calm, more logical, and far less excitable than my own, which will perceive in the circumstances I detail with awe nothing more than an ordinary succession of very natural causes and effects.